this breakdown of the you see what's happening here. This breakdown of the dynamic ended up being a complete fake out, right?
Hey guys, Krisha here. Please be cautious of any fake comments and emails you may receive from people pretending to be Mango Research. Sean and I will never, ever contact you for investment opportunities or anything of that sort. To get in touch with the real Mango team, make sure to join our official Discord chat using the link in the description below. Stay safe out there, and remember, do it Mango. And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha. And this is today's Bitcoin and Enjin coin analysis video. I have Sean with me today. Sean, say hi.
Good morning, everyone. And Krisha, French toast. I don't know. I'm just thinking of French toast. Hey, it is a brand new month. It is July. Why not celebrate? Be a little bit naughty this morning. Break our fast early and get some French toast. A happy July to all of you. A happy brand new month. And hey, let's hope we have a green month today. Krisha, what are your thoughts on this monthly close?
Hey, let's not ruin the suspense, right? We had a couple of levels that we were looking at for the monthly close. We'll take it one step at a time, Sean, but let's first talk about the agenda before we get too friggin' excited.
Exactly, French toast.
Sean has been craving French toast today all day. He got up, the first thing he mentioned was French toast. I'm like, yeah, good morning to you too. But anyways, guys, we're first going to be starting off with Bitcoin. Of course, we're going to be covering the monthly time frame, and then we'll be jumping on over to Enjin coin.
French toast.
And why Enjin coin? Because Enj won the popular vote, and I noticed it was like Enjin coin back-to-back votes. I think something happened on that chart. I'm not sure what's going on, but we will be taking a look at it today. Now remember, if you want us to cover any altcoin that you are looking at, make sure to get down to the comments section and tell us which coin you want us to cover next. Okay, so today Ethereum and Ethereum Classic came very, very close to winning that vote.
By the way, Krisha, I'm just noticing Wolvie has been ordained with a heart icon over here. It says top commenter received one of the highest number of hearts from you. Oh, so we gotta give him the hearts. Okay, cool. So you comment, we give you the hearts. Wolvie, congratulations, man. Not only one of our favorite seedlings, but now one of our favorite commenters as well. That's awesome. Good to know. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's get on to the charts, Krisha.
Yes, so guys, do not forget to mention which coin you want us to cover in the comment section below. Okay, popular vote wins, and then when you're scrolling back up to continue this video, you can see the little like button there. If you haven't already liked the video and well, you like Mango's content, go ahead and smash those likes. It helps us tremendously. And of course, if you want to keep up with the latest Mango juice, what the hell are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell icon. All right, now let's get on over to the charts, Sean. Monthly
Ichimoku,
let's do it. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so the levels, of course, that we were looking at, that we have been talking about here at Mango, was we're looking at these Ichimoku levels, right? We're looking at the Tenkin, we're looking at the Kijun, and Sean, there was one level that I had been keeping a very, very keen eye out on, and that was the 10 simple moving average. This has had historical significance in the past in really trying to, help us determine whether or not this bear market was going to be propelled into, further bearish territory. Now, I was looking for all three levels to be maintained. Hell, we were looking for all three levels to be maintained, but the most important one was that 10K 10 SMA because there was confluence there, right? And what do you know, guys? Let's zoom in, Sean. Let's go ahead and zoom in. That was a clear close above all three levels.
Yep. It looked a little bit shaky, it looked a little bit dicey leading into the daily close, but just leading to the last 4 hours, last 8 hours, I believe, the last 2 4-hour candles before the monthly close, the bull stepped in, defended that Tenkin, defended that W structure, defended that 10 SMA. So yeah, not a bad close at all. At the moment, it looks like we are sandwiched between that 10 SMA and the Tenkin, looking like a little bit like a French toast over there. And I don't know why I'm thinking of French toast, but the 10 SMA has come up, Krisha. So
Yes.
we could be looking for some resistance now at that level. What's it coming in at? 36,000 ish. So I think it's more like around 36,000 to 37,000 region, which does line up with one of the levels that we were talking about in yesterday's video that can't remember, but we will be looking at that level soon on the daily time frame, I believe.
Yeah, so as far as the monthly goes, guys, we believe that Bitcoin actually managed to clear all major regions of support. We are currently living all of those regions right now. So the monthly isn't looking too bad. However, we want to see a bit more oomph from the bulls, and that oomph is going to be given to us, of course, on those lower time frames. So, Sean, let's get on over to the daily now.
Oh, before we do that, I was interested in seeing what the 21 EMA has ticked up to. I believe it was sitting at around 26,000-ish, but I think it probably ticked up to 27,000.
No, it's still at 26. Right, it's right around here, 26,800.
Let's use the data window because I'm really interested in being a little bit accurate. Okay, so 26,700-ish. Okay, so I wouldn't be too surprised, Krisha, and this again is me being a little bit more bearish than people would like, but until I do start seeing the trend start developing, at least on the 12-hour time frames, the daily time frames, the structural trends, right? I wouldn't be too surprised if we do come in and put in that high or low on the monthly 21 EMA. It's looking more and more like enticing for the bulls to be like, you know what, maybe we just put in our bids, our strong bids, the big buy bids, the final bids on that monthly 21 EMA. Let's make it easy for ourselves, right? And each month that passes by, that the monthly 21 EMA ticks up higher and higher and higher, right? So the next month we've been accelerating on that monthly 21 EMA at an average of around $800 every month, I believe. So the next month we will be at around that 27.5k region, because we are sitting around 26.7. Yeah. So next month around 27.5, and the low thus far has been around, I believe we ticked down to around $28,000 on some of the exchanges, right? So I wouldn't be too surprised. So keep an eye out for that possibility as well. But again, as things stand, the daily defended that middle of the range, right? It closed above the Tenkin, which was yesterday's level that we're looking at. So let's go on over to the daily now, Krisha.
Okay.
And we can't really get too bearish.
So guys, I've highlighted the green box on the chart for you just so that we have our higher time frame levels right in front of our faces, even when we go down over to the lower time frames. Okay. And this sort of helps me. I'm sort of showing you, techniques that I personally use to keep the higher time frame picture in my face at all times. Okay. So now you can see how the daily has reacted off of that region. But guys, what you need to understand though about the bearish case that we are proposing here, okay, a test of the monthly 21 EMA, is that it is still premature. Okay, why is it premature? Because Bitcoin right now, we still have levels to clear before we even get down to the monthly 21 EMA test. The major one that I personally will be looking at is going to be this region right here. Okay, this is something that Sean has already highlighted out for you. Let's go ahead and draw it in. It comes in at 31,600. Right?
Yeah.
As soon as we start closing candles underneath that, only then will we be really expecting another push to the downside. But how about the upside case, Sean? Now, a couple of days ago, we highlighted the W-like formation for them, correct? Now, yes, we did not see that follow through. In fact, yesterday I had mentioned that we did not even get that volume on the break, right? The volume never really came in. What I will be looking for here, okay, at the very least, if the bulls have to take this up, I want to see us hold the 10 SMA. I want to see a daily trend really come to play here. So we're looking at higher highs, higher lows.
In fact, if we do defend the 21 EMA as well as the Tenkin, thereby defending the 10 SMA, there's a C-span trade right over there. It's a pretty significant move as well, which does line up with what you just drew, but I think it may happen a lot faster than people think. So that is a very, very strong bull case. Those kind of equilibrium gaps do get filled, and people would be surprised with them. So keep an eye out for that too.
So as far as the W-like formation goes, now question is, has this been negated, right? So far, I don't think so. Okay, I think the daily closed well enough for us to hold that region of support on the neckline. Okay, however, if this daily candle closes underneath this line, which comes in at 34,700, guys, I'm saying that this W-like formation has been negated. We have broken back into the pattern. Okay, that is not something that we want to see.
I agree. I do want to take a quick look, Krisha, at the 4-day and turn on the dynamic.
Oof, look at that doji on the floor.
Exactly.
Right.
So this breakdown of the you see what's happening here. This breakdown of the dynamic ended up being a complete fake out, right? Because there was no follow through whatsoever, and now we're back into the range, completely negating the breakdown. So we're literally back into neutral territory now.
That's insane.
Right? So, but again, bottom of the range, come back to test the bottom of the dynamic, and you'll be looking towards the top of the dynamic again, coming at around $40,000, and I think that would line up with the Kijun. I do want to also mark out how the dynamic on the daily time frame has pretty much been nailing it, right?
Yeah.
But each time it has come and tested the dynamic region, we have seen a rejection, never gotten a confirmation above the dynamic. And even when we do cross, right, it's telling you to stay neutral. It's not telling you, hey, go bullish over here, right? It did not flip green, keeping you safe. Close underneath, flipped red, telling you, hey, if you did get in a little bit prematurely, time to get out of the trade. But yeah, right over here, I did want to see if the 4-day dynamic lined up with the daily Ichimoku coming in at
that's 44,000.
44,000. Okay, so it's a little bit further off.
Over. But it lines up with the horizontal, right? We have a range play really going on there at 40K.
It does.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you just draw in a line there, that would be the range up to the 4-day dynamic.
So there's a definitely range trades to be had over here, but when it comes to trend trading, I cannot get bullish, guys. As much as I want to, I am bullish on a trend trade on the monthly time frame. But remember, when I'm looking at the monthly time frame, I'm looking for a trend trade on the monthly, which is going to take years, right? So I'm literally targeting the next halving with those trades. So keep that in mind too. When I'm bullish on the monthly time frame, it's a completely different trade criteria, guys. I'm going to repeat that. Your time frame is really, really important. People are long-term bullish, and then looking at the 4-hour chart and making decisions on your long-term trades on the 4-hour is heavily misguided, which I see a lot of new traders do. So try not to get stuck in that.
Yeah, so set your time horizons properly. In fact, when you're looking at analysts and you're looking at other charts out there, understand what their time preferences is, right? Their time horizon on that specific trade, because ultimately you'll have a different time horizon. They may have a different time horizon. It's about understanding, what's going on there, the dynamic.
So I'll give you guys one last thought process as to why I'm staying stubbornly neutral to bearish on Bitcoin. It's primarily because hey, the Vine on the 12-hour, and you guys who have been following Mango now for years, you guys know that the Mango Vine 12-hour is literally one of our strongest edges, right? Literally one of the strongest edges that does not only keep us safe, but has one of the best returns on when to buy bottoms, right? When you get those massive dumps, right? It's the only time I actually buy dumps and try to catch wicks, catch falling knife rather. And over here, the Vine flip bearish right over here, like way at around the 50,000 region, around the 12-hour Vine flip bearish around the 50,000 region. And it has stayed that way this entire time. In fact, we are bearish on the 12-hour Vine, on the 4-hour Vine, on the 6-hour Vine, 6-hour Vine, as well as the 8-hour Vine. Let's go ahead and take a look, unless that has changed. Oh, this is the 8-hour, right? Okay, yeah. So 8-hour Vine is bearish too. So we're going to start seeing all of that flip before we can get bullish for the bullish trend. So betting against the 12-hour Vine is literally you betting against a 90% probability trade, right? And there's no reason for us to do that. We want to keep the odds on our side. In fact, right over here too, it literally caught the bottom. It's crazy how accurate it is, and we're going to keep playing it as long as it is this accurate. Will it be this accurate for the foreseeable future? Who knows? But until then, we are going to keep playing this trade. And again, guys, for those of you who PM me about the Mango Vine, it is no longer offered on the shelf. So yeah, just putting that out there as well.
Yeah, so Sean, let's talk about targets now. Upside targets and downside targets. I think you guys have our immediate ones, but we'll go over them anyways.
Yep.
So the upside target on this range trade, of course, Mango, as for now, on the weekly time frame, we're still in a bearish trend, so we are bearish currently. The range play that we're looking at is the first region, or rather the first target to the upside comes in at that 40k region that Sean has marked out for you. And then as soon as we start breaking 40k, I personally will be looking for 47.5k. It's only once we get over 47.5k will I really start tilting a bit bullish. Okay, and even then, it's going to be a tilt towards the bullish side. It's not going to be like an entirely, okay, we're bullish, guys, let's take this to the moon.
So even if we break back into structure, you're not going to be bullish? No,
I want to see the tops.
Bullish.
I want to see the tops being taken out. I'll be honest with you.
So 60,000?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I want to see the tops being taken out. So I'll be tilting bullish, yes. I'll position bullish. But I will also be very, very prudent in my approach. Okay, I want to see the tops being taken out, and that'll give me like that proper confirmation that I'm looking for. But yeah, 47.5k is when that really happens. Okay,
I'm thinking of pulling my targets down. In fact, I may actually start turning bullish earlier than 47.
Oh,
yeah.
Right. So when are you going to start turning bullish?
Well, I don't want to get too excited just yet, or rather, I don't want to talk about it just yet. But how about this? The longer we spend time in this range over here, the further down I'm going to be pulling my targets. Like I said, like right off the bat, right? When we did break down initially over here, I said any bounce, immediate bounce into around 47 to 50,000 is going to be a sell for me, right? It's only if we start spending a lot more time putting in a structural bottom, a rounded formation over here on the 4-day, on the weekly, right? We can go ahead and now look at the weekly and the 4-day. In fact, once we start spending a lot of time down here and then we break right into the 47k 50k region, then I'm not going to be selling into it. I'm going to wait for the break and get bullish on it. But if we spend even longer, I won't even wait for 47 and 50k to get tested. To me, 42,000 will be enough. Maybe it's 45,000. I don't know, right? We have to wait for it to happen, but we're spending time here. Okay, the longer we spend time over here, those bounces are going to become more accumulation based rather than, hey, this is a distribution bounce, it's a dead cat bounce, etc. But again, it's all probability, guys.
Yeah. Okay, so now these are the targets to the upside. What about the targets to the downside, Sean? If we start breaking down, right? So now the green box, like I mentioned, guys, is the monthly level, right? We start breaking down below that. I see weakness along those regions and along the region of 31,600 that we have marked out with that white horizontal. I believe that the next region of contention, okay, as far as support goes, is actually going to be the monthly 21 EMA, coming in at 20, 25, 26,000, wherever it's coming in at.
I agree.
Right?
So guys, look to take out these lows over here. These wick lows. Don't look to do it yourselves. What I mean is look for Bitcoin to be taking out these lows over here at around 33,900-ish, and this low over here at 33,800-ish. Take out both those lows on today's daily candle. We're likely going to come down and test Krisha's bottom of the box, but perhaps even all the way down to this neckline over here. And that may not happen in one single day, may happen over the next couple of days, maybe 3 days towards the end of the week. But once we do that, then you're looking for this to either get defended. If it does get defended, again, look back to putting in a test of the range. But if we break this neckline over here, look for that monthly 21 EMA coming in around 27,000 ish. It's somewhere around here actually. Yeah, somewhere around here, right? So we'll come in with that monthly 21 EMA. I will be looking for that to get defended. If we don't defend that, then it's time to go into ultra bearish mode.
Yes sirree. Okay, so these are our immediate targets for Bitcoin. Sean, are you ready to get on over to Enj?
Let's do it.
There's a lot of questions and hype on Enj, so we'll go ahead and look at that chart. But guys, do not forget, if you want us to cover any altcoin that you are looking at, take this time to get down to the comments section and tell us which coin you want us to cover tomorrow. Okay, the popular vote, of course, wins. And then when you're scrolling back up and you're enjoying this mango juice so far, what are you waiting for? Smash the like button. Helps us out tremendously. Now, Enj USDT. Right, Enj USDT. Okay. All right, so let's get on over to the weekly. Let's go ahead, put on... Okay, how about this? Let's first draw out our support and resistance. right? So we had this region of support that came in here. Resistance overhead would be this. And I mean, Enjin's not looking too bad. Just by looking at support and resistance on the weekly, we're ranging, guys.
It's holding.
Yeah, it's holding pretty much.
I mean, it has broken down. I don't want to paint a better picture than it does have, but it's holding that horizontal. So you're right on that.
Yeah. Because this could have been, how about this? If the weekly actually closed underneath the horizontal here at around 93 cents, that would have been bad.
Yeah.
Okay, that's when it would have been a volatile move all the way down to 42 cents. I believe we covered this last week, right? 42 cents would have been the bleed. It would have also activated a bearish cup and handle. For those of you who do not see it,
I remember you mentioning
this was the bearish cup and handle. This right now appears like a rejection of the break.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can just play the range from the bottom to the top now.
Yeah. So how about Enj? I don't know if Enj does well on cloud levels, but
it did, right? Look at that rejection.
Good. Yeah.
The weekly, you mean?
Sorry, yes, weekly.
The Tenki and Kijun perfectly tested, closed underneath the 21 EMA, tested, rejection, tested the bottom of the range, defended, and to be honest, Enjin, unlike many other altcoins, held that weekly level. Right, a lot of altcoins actually broke that week. Yeah. So it is relatively looking better than other altcoins.
Yeah, definitely. So I believe that the range play is going to be from 93 cents going all the way up to $1.58. Of course, you're going to see a bit of resistance at the 21 EMA. In fact, the 21 EMA may be an important region of resistance, because notice how we have, like, Enj has been trying to get past that weekly 21 EMA for 4 weeks now. Okay, that was 4 consecutive attempts
without any French toast.
Okay, French toast equals bullish, guys.
Yep.
Okay,
gotta get that French
toast equals a break. So we tried breaking that 21 EMA and failed on all 4 weekly attempts. So that is going to have significance getting into, well, the next couple of weeks. If we actually start taking out that 21 EMA to the upside, that could be the first bullish sign on Enj's chart. Okay, now this is what Enj is doing on the weekly. I don't think the picture is looking too bad right now. How about the daily time frame? Let's get on over to that, see if there's any pattern plays that we can look at.
Again, like, this has been literally one of the easiest trades on Enj, was to literally buy the support zone and take profits on the 21 EMA and the Tenki, and just keep taking profits around that zone.
Look at that.
Essentially, the market participants have been distributing their Enj on the 21 EMA and Tenki. Around that zone is like a sell for them, and then it collapses because there's not enough buyers, and then they accumulate a little bit more on the support zone, and this is how you see the squeeze. They're accumulating at lower levels, selling on a predefined level that they've set their bots to sell at, right? They keep distributing there, and then when it comes back down to a support level that they want to accumulate or hold that level at, right, depending on your market operator, then they essentially redo the same thing over and over until you see the squeeze and the break going back on over to probably this level right over here. At $1.05.
Oh, hells yeah. Notice how I just marked it out with arrows, guys. That was 3 attempts. Once again, that 21 EMA, by the way, on Enj's chart appears to be extremely important, right? It is like a guiding sort of it's a guideline right now to the overall trend. The trend right now is a bearish trend. We're putting in a series of lower highs and lower lows. Every attempt at that 21 EMA has been met with rejection, right? It's once we start getting up past that 21 EMA, that is going to be your first tip in that the bulls are likely going to take this baby higher. Okay, the next region of contention comes in at, once again, $1.58. It's pretty much going to be the same thing, or hell, even we have the Kijun, in fact, coming in right here at $1.73, right? We could see a proper, nice, beautiful C-SPAN trade, but I'll honestly be giving more precedence to the horizontal at $1.58.
Let's do that. Let's wrap up with the weekly and the targets to the upside and downside.
Okay, yeah. The targets, I mean, Enj's chart is fairly simple. Target to the upside, guys. As soon as we start getting past the daily 21 EMA, so once again, candle body closes, the next region of contention comes in at $1.58. Okay, that is going to be the most important one. As soon as we start getting past $1.58, then the next comes in at $2.
Okay, what about downside?
Downside, well, it's simple. we start breaking 93 cents to the downside, then further down it's going to be a volatile move to 42 cents.
And she's talking about weekly candle closes, guys.
Yeah.
Wick is not going to be enough. For the wicks to actually have continuation, we're going to be looking for this wick over here around 72 cents to be taken out. If we do take that out, I'll actually be looking for the zone over here to get tested somewhere around here, right? First, probably see a little bit of a stutter stop, put in a bear flag, and then we test in this zone here. Essentially what Krish has marked out, right? Yeah, but let's see. That's very far off because we haven't broken that weekly level yet.
Yeah, so
we've been holding
the range is your best friend right now.
Exactly.
The range plays are your best friend. Okay, cool. So now, is there anything else that you want to add to this
Nope.
before we wrap up? Brilliant. Now, guys, do not forget to tell us which coin you want us to cover. And with this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao.
French toast.